Hello! How's it going, folks? Tonight is another night of our favorite Underpeel stream. And, well, we've got a really interesting match for y'all tonight. We've got SLO going up against Nerd. And for this game, well, it's all on the line. We have the LCQ winners, Nerd, coming up against number 2 seed SLO, and I'm really excited for this one. It seems like both these teams are kind of raring to go and really ready to kind of hit the ground running starting out of this champs. For those of you who haven't or have been watching around, we should know. What? Wait, sorry, someone's talking in my ear. Give me just one moment. Sorry. Yeah. My bad. Anyway, but yeah. So. But yeah, no. It's gonna be interesting. I think the big thing that I'm really looking for out of this match is seeing who's gonna be pulling out. I mean, this is our second game of the first round, so this is gonna be interesting. It is from yesterday. Thank you. I didn't even notice that. Let me fix that right now before I start talking about the teams too much. Give me one moment. SLO v Nerd. There we go. Sorry, I forgot to change that. That's my bad. That's my bad. But yeah, no. Thank you for updating me on that. Yeah, I'm really excited for tonight. This should be a good one. I mean, we saw a hell of a match yesterday. For anyone who was able to catch it, SLR took out Gran 2-0. Absolutely slamming them. I think at one point in map 2, we were looking at something like what was it, 10-2, 10-3. So I think this will be a good one. All the SLO boys showing up in chat to talk about how much they're ready to win this game. But I mean, that's one thing to say that, hey, I'm gonna win this game. You still got to show it. You still got to prove to me that y'all are gonna win this game. So I'm really interested to see how this goes, and kind of seeing what we're gonna be looking at tonight. I'm really excited for this one. It was left team. I need to swap those two. Sorry, I'm also trying to set it up in the background. But I mean, yeah, I guess I want to hear kind of everyone's thoughts for this one. So far, obviously, we have. Okay, keep in mind, I want to say 7th seed, but technically it's not 7th seed because WYA got knocked out. So now we're looking at 6th seed Nerd going up against 2 seed. If last night was anything to go off of, I can't just say, oh, we're gonna watch it and it's gonna be an easy win for SLO because they're higher seed. No, it will also kind of depend on how they're preparing. I mean, clearly Gran wasn't ready for last night, so I don't know. I think I don't want to write anyone off just yet. Is kind of my point, I guess, that I'm going for. But yeah, I'm really excited for tonight. But let's take a look at the stats. Starting out with our SLO boys, everyone's favorite silly little offers, and it's not too surprising seeing some of these numbers. I mean, they've always been a team that puts up numbers, and you don't expect them to, I hate Wolf's name is so long it goes straight off the screen. But yeah, no, they've always been a team that shows up. They are also one of the only teams that has all above ones. The only one was Gran last night. Is them and Mint and Zeta both being at 0.94. I'm pretty sure Zeta was at 0.94, but like being above 0.9. And so, I mean, they're a team that's been performing. They've come out all season. The only team that they've kind of struggled against was Gran. So, like I said, seeing these numbers isn't terribly surprising. Hayden's a beast, 1.9. At one point, I think he was like the highest rating in the league for like first 2 weeks by like 0.4 or something. It was something really dumb. I think he had almost a 2 rating. So it's really cool seeing what they're kind of bringing out tonight, and just the big numbers is really what you're looking for, especially out of a number 2 seed. So I'm really liking it. You pressed at least once this past month. We're so ready. That's crazy. Does not Hayden? Hayden always needs the glaze. I don't know what you're talking about. Who's Terry and why are you in his tuss? What the? Also, can I get my slow boys to actually join the game, please? Thank you very much. Get out of chat and go join the lobby. I gave y'all a lobby code. I can't believe this. I can't glaze Hayden if he's not in my lobby to play the game. But I don't want to glaze slow too much. As much as I love talking about Hayden, we've got to talk about both teams. And the other team that we're really looking at tonight is Nerd. Obviously, they're the team on the other side. They're the team that ended up winning LCQ, taking out SLR, who, like I said, beat Gran. So I expect big things out of them tonight. If they can beat a team that can beat the number 1 seed, it goes to say they should be performing pretty well. So let's take a look at their stats and see kind of what we're looking at, see what they're bringing to the table as a number 6 seed. Not surprising that because they're a little bit lower, they have been a little bit struggling throughout the season, so their stats aren't terribly great. But this isn't the full picture. I do want to make a note. Even the players that have sub 1 KDA have been absolutely stomping. Prod has been the king of clutches every time I watch him. I swear that man's gotten more 1v4s than any other plat I've seen in Underpeel history. And I can't even stop talking about my goat Frogferger, the other man that I want to glaze tonight. I'm not just gonna talk about you, Hayden. I also have to talk about him. He's been incredible all season. He's kind of had that mentality of that a lot of like people have been talking about recently. Of you have that high level. I say recently, like last season or two. Of you have this really high like raid boss-esque player. Throw him on Sentinel. And we've seen how well it's been working. I mean, he's been dropping bombs in a lot of these games. He's been a big part of kind of what has been helping them reach these levels. And I'm not writing off the rest of their players. Crystal's been a big part of it. She's really been able to kind of keep the game going and showing up when it's really necessary. Dragon as well. Incredible utility usage. He's had some of the highest assists coming out of any of the initiators. So he's definitely been a player that even though he's not necessarily going to be front of the frag, getting all those kills, he is showing up with the assists. And Q-Ball, as low as his KDA is, he is getting in. You're not going to see any mini-moth ops coming out of him. He's going to be dashing in. He's going to be getting in. And he's making space for the rest of his team. But, I mean, it is still a wonder to see their stats so low, honestly. I thought it would be a lot higher. I was a little surprised to see that their stats were so low. But they have been struggling a little bit. I don't think they made Masters 2. I don't believe so, because I don't remember. I just have to look back at the thing. So it isn't like terribly surprising to see them kind of struggling to really get in and get in and really find their pacing. But I'm really hoping we're going to see something out of this tonight. What is my favorite color? My favorite color is red. What's your favorite flavor of chicken? I'm a big barbecue chicken man myself. I like barbecue chicken. I feel. Are we just stalling? What? Where are we? I'm looking at you people. Hayden gets an invite. Frame Data gets an invite. Wolf gets an invite. I need y'all to actually join the game. Jesus. But while we're waiting for these slow players who are taking forever, got third into. Dude, I'm gonna be real. My brain was so tired during M2 Amok. I don't remember most of it. Yeah, it is in your name. That's fair. But like I said, while we're waiting for slow players to get in, let's take a look at what bans we're looking at tonight. I don't know why that has 2 slows. Ignore that. That isn't real. Give me 1 second. Why is it doing that? I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see. Let me look at it. What the heck? Let me see if I can fix it. Oh, because it's looking at the wrong one. It should be this one. There we go. Okay. All right. Fixed. I clicked the wrong button. We're good. I need to update that. You beat them in lower finals? Did you? Oh, okay. I think I remember them because I think we casted them at least once. But yeah, like I said, my brain was a little off. Anyway, talking about tonight's game, with Lotus and Icebox off of the board. Thank God we're not watching Icebox. We're gonna start off on Haven. Nice. We're starting off on Haven. It's gonna be a slow attack right there. I think this is going to be a good one for slow. They've been a team that's been known to be really good on the 3-site maps. So Nerd picking it was a little questionable, but I mean, I hope Frog has some sort of plan coming into this, especially because he's going to be running into a map that slow has been known to kind of play better on. They've been on very heavy coordination, even back in Season 4, where we've seen them. There's a reason we call it Slotus. We've seen them getting coached by Woohoojin that kind of helped them work on a lot of their stuff, make sure their coordination's good, figure out how to play a lot of these 3-site maps, because some teams just say fuck it and just run one player on the site and double up on the other 2 sites and just give up that site. But you see a lot of more main pressure coming out from them. They've been known to have plenty of strats in their sleeve. If something's not working, you're going to see a timeout, they're going to talk, and they're going to figure out what's going on. And so I think slow going into Haven first is going to be kind of a good sign for them. I do like the split right after it, but it's going to be interesting. I think the one thing I'm worried about on split isn't space taking by itself. It's going to be lurking. Maybe it's changed this season, but Lotus Slow in the past hasn't been great at kind of lurks. You don't see them as a team that just regularly irritates the enemy because they have to stare behind them. So I'll be interested to see how their split goes. But Nerd going into Haven on that first map should be good. It's their pick. They need this one. It'd be a good take. Like I said, I think that one's probably going to end up going towards slow. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up going. Coming into split, that second one, like I said, I think slow will kind of struggle on it. Not just done in about 8 minutes. Sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry, there's a little bit of technical issues going on. Or one of the players, they have to average ultra showing up late. I can't believe this, man. What was it? Oh yeah. But yeah, no. Getting rid of the shenanigans. I think this will be a good series. I wouldn't be surprised to see Sunset. I think the one thing that we're going to be really kind of focusing on in these first 2 maps is trying to keep it as close as possible. If Nerd can pick up some of these early rounds on defense, it could make their attack half a lot better. But Haven is an attack-sided map, so slow is going to have that, I guess, leg up in Haven. So I don't know. I'm really interested to see how this is gonna go. Why am I getting added? Oh. I don't know. I have to stall for 8 minutes. I can't believe you would do this to me. SMH. Or wait, let me see if I can force him. I'm gonna see if I can force him to give me content. I'm the GOAT? Thanks, Mint. You're my GOAT, Mint. Alright. I need a yes from Nerd. Oh, I need to do the prediction. Here, wait. Let me do the prediction as well while I'm sitting here thinking of this. I love that I have asked Nerd 2 questions and I'm getting hard egoed. This is crazy. I can't believe this. Okay, alright, there it goes. I'm gonna do team deathmatch. We're gonna make him play team deathmatch. What map? What map should I force these players to play on? Only cue ball is here. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. I'm setting up your predictions because I know how much people love to spend money. There it goes. All right. I don't know any of these maps. Drift sounds fun. Wait, I hate Cosmo. I'm gonna play Piazza. We're gonna play Piazza as soon as cue ball gets here. I'm trying to force them to give me content, and they're not doing it. It's very cringe. I can't believe they would do this to me. Oh, we have another slow fanboy. Alex, what do you think? Map 1, Haven. What score line are we looking at? Anything of Piazza? Oh, okay. Whatever. We'll play Cosmo. No, I hate Cosmo. We're gonna play... We can do District. Yeah, I'm down with District. Cosmo is not fire. Anyone who said Cosmo is fire is lying to themselves. I can't believe I hear those words being uttered in my Valorant. Okay, alright, buddy. So we're just lying tonight. I can't believe this. I can't believe I'm being hard lied to in my Valorant lobby, I guess. I don't know. My good Christian Valorant lobby, we're talking about Cosmo being a good map. Everyone knows that Piazza is #1. Alright, they're getting forced into this now. I have managed to create content in the way of we're playing a deathmatch. So now I have to wait for them to choose their characters. Oh, I'm gonna have to redo the overlay. Oh. I can't believe you do this to me. It's okay. Whatever. I'll get over it. Can't believe I have to actually do work. This is the end of the world as we know it. That I actually have to sit here and do things. I know. It sounds terrible, doesn't it? Alright, we've got our 4v5. Want to wait until it actually throws us into District. We're just staring at a cat on the screen, which, speaking of which, for anyone who doesn't know, this is my lovely cat, Luna. She's so pretty. I love talking about her, and I will talk about her 24/7. Thank you very much. That is all. I just need you to know the superiority of my cat. As we load into this, and I'm hearing double. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why do I hear double? Oh, I know why I hear double. Never mind. Ugh. Did I announce the stream? I did not. That probably would have been a good idea. It's fine. I'll do it after this team deathmatch. That probably would have been a good idea. But started off this team deathmatch. We've already got 3 kills on the side of SLO, which isn't... Wait, no, that is crazy, because they have less people. No, we've got cue ball. You can't go for the knife. French went crazy, though. Playing off of this Reyna gets vulnerable by their own teammate. What is... Our teamwork is already failing SLO. First, you can't show up for a match at time, and now we're vulnerabling our own teammates. This is the end of SLO. It's been a good run. They're falling apart. They had a good lead to start, and now they're absolutely falling. Frogburger sitting over on the left side, just murdering people. See, it's that Reyna. It's that just being able to get in and out so easily. Looking for the ace. Yes, that's 5. I want to. Do we? Frog, you can't jump that wall. That wall is not jumpable. It's okay. You can take down my goat Hayden. My 2 goats going. Crystal. Crystal with the shorty. Looking for some more. Fraud's looking for one. A jump up on the left side coming up from Mint, but they're gonna fall. And there's so many gunfights, it's hard to keep track of this. Hayden sitting in the middle, finds one on the headshot. He's deadly with that Sheriff. Looking for some more, but it's being Crystal to shut him down. Cue ball trying to get up, but ooh, slow. Shutting him down. Stuck in the corner. Frame data gets shut down. Frog showing that they're the superior Reyna here. And Mint looking the wrong direction is going to fall. That's Nerd is managed to finally take a lead. 25-23 here. They're getting super aggressive. So they're trying to fight back, but Frogfurter with this Sheriff has been absolutely deadly in this game so far. This is definitely them feeling themselves. I want to be able to see Frogfurter take a duelist one of these days, but unfortunately I don't think it's gonna happen. No, Frog! You gotta get one shot! One shot, one victory. That's all you need. Oh, there it goes. There's a headshot coming out from Frog. And slowly but surely, I know. Love the banter. Falling apart. Frogfurter just found themselves a Guardian now. Can just swing this. Ooh, gets taken down even through the vulnerable. Gets that kill. Hayden's gonna try to swing that, but they're gonna jump away. They're looking for anything here. Frame data walking up, trying to take out Prod, but runs out of bullets, gets taken down by Dragon, and it's still Frogburger sitting in the middle, just taking down players left, right, and center. Another one's gonna fall to Frog. Double, up to 7 kills now, as they're just shutting them down, 44-35. And if the scoreline is ending the show, I think we're gonna see Nerd's Guns coming out tonight. Frogburger is on a heater right now. Crystal looking for one of their own. One through the wall off of frame data. And another one. Wolf is going to fall. Zyso not helping him too much as it stands. Mint trying to jump up. Almost finds the kill, but it's going to end up falling now. Beautiful shot coming out from Wolf. Crystal trying to look for one of their own, but it's not going to find it. Ooh, we get to see Dragon versus frame data. Frame Data's looking for it and finds the kill. I think getting that Vandal right there, right before they went in, really helped them grab that or snag that kill. Frogburger's still trying to climb, but Wolf to shut them down. Crystal's looking for one of their own, but no, it's not gonna happen. Frogburger shut down one. Hayden looking to take this fight, but it's gonna be Frogfur to find it in a second as well. Up to 3 kills now. 58-50. It's getting so close. Hayden on the other side of this smoke, other side of this wall, is going to swing, and Hayden to find the kill. Looking for a second, but Frogfurter's going to find it, or Wolf, excuse me, to find it, and Prod with a third. In this middle. They've got this ult. There's no way you get that kill. What is that? Coming out from Prod. Q-Ball with a great one. Looking for a second, but it's Hayden to shut it down. Frogfurter's going to be swinging left side. Sees one, gets the kill. You know Hayden's in this corner. It's gonna be a close fight, but Frogburger to find it. And they're gonna keep climbing off of this. Wolf looking for this opening, but no, Q-Ball to find that kill. Or Crystal, excuse me, not Q-Ball. Crystal gonna shut down even the ult for him. And Prod on the wall, looking the wrong direction. Wolf has been doing great at finding some of these angles. Frog, get out of the corner, Frog. You can't sit in the corner. That's not fair. A Viper ult as well. Hayden locking down this middle part. Frogburger is not touching it. They're just going to fully give up middle to them. Nerd holding on to a steady lead right now. Frog has been absolutely dominating. Frame just cheating. Shoots one through the wall. And Frogburger gets grabbed again. Oh no, Frame was the one who grabbed earlier. Ooh. What a play coming out from Frogburger. And the ult goes down as well as Hayden's going to finally die. They're looking to climb. They're looking for some kills, but Hayden on a tear. Picks it back up. Another one through the wall. Looking for a second through the wall, but it's going to be Crystal to get the kill. They're climbing. Wolf is looking for some of these kills. They know there's a few players close by. They know Q-Ball is right here. Hayden's going to swing, but it's going to be Q-Ball to grab it. Gets a healing orb as well. They're just waiting around. Waiting for their chance. Waiting to see what they can do. Frame Data tries to find one. But unfortunately, there is a barrier in your way, Frame Data. You can't shoot through it. Frogburger hunting for this kill. Finds it. And Hayden out of spawn to find a kill. Using that half second of invulnerability, invincibility, whichever one. I don't know. Same word. Define that kill. Eden's gonna fall. An ult coming out from cue ball. Where is this going? He's gonna end either spawn. I'm not sure what the plan was there. Swings Wolf. Wolf to spray to find this kill. Last one closest. Fraud. And the final kill coming out from T-Dragon. As now I can stop yapping. Well, that was our TDM. And now I've got to reset my thing. That was our TDM coming out from Nerd and Slow, as finally frame data is ready to play this game. Only took forever. SMH. Okay. Connect. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. As soon as we get through this, we can take a look at what we're going to be looking at. So obviously, like we've been talking about before, for everyone who missed it, our maps, I'll throw them up on the screen once more, are going to be Haven, Split, and Sunset. Sunset being our decider tonight. With every single team, or both, I guess every team, there's only two teams. Both teams choosing attack for all of the maps. So I was really interested to see, what's it called? That's not right. Wait, give me 1 second. That shows the wrong one. Let me fix that. You gonna announce it before we start? Yeah, I will in about 2 seconds. While I'm trying to tab out. I don't want to tab out. It would help if my Valorant would tab out. Then we could, then I could announce it. But unfortunately, it doesn't want to tab out. There it goes. Okay. That is the correct one. I need to update my command to have it set up. Let me get this announcement out for Mint real quick. Before we start. Anytime you can listen to some soothing music. Sorry, I have done it, so the music is going away. Alright. Ours. I had to do your hi. Oh my god, it's my lovely co-caster. Wait, let me steal her. My lovely co-caster is here. I think both teams have said R. Wait, no, I need an R from Slow. So give me R. We R'd? I didn't see it. Alright, get out of chat. Get out of stream. Why are you all in stream? Get out of stream. What are we doing? What are we doing? Close the stream. Nerds. I can't believe this. I've got people cheating in my good Christian Valorant games. I don't know why I say Christian. I can't believe this. Can't believe they would do me like this. Anyway, we're jumping in to Haven. Let's take a look at what agents we are looking at tonight. If my game would load. There it goes. All right. Sorry about that. But yeah, we've got some interesting ones tonight. We've got obviously they haven't locked in yet, but a harbor being shown on the side of Nerd. Interested to see if they're actually going to play that or not. I don't know how I feel about the Clove. I get why people like playing the Clove, don't get me wrong, but it just feels so weak, especially after the nerfs. On a map like Haven where it's so big, you want to use more of your smokes. Especially like rotate smokes, where like you start off the round. Let's say you're playing Omen, you start off the round with a opening smoke, and then coming out of it, you now have to wait 40 seconds because you're playing Clove instead. To be able to use both of those. Especially like if you hit A, realize they're all there, you've already thrown your smokes, well now you have to hit C without any. So it'll be interesting. It looks like they're most likely going to lock that in. Nope, okay, alright, so Wolf is just lying. Okay, alright, cool. I spent this entire 70 seconds talking about the fact that he's gonna play, what's it called? He's gonna play Clove, and then he trolls me at the last second and chooses a different one. I got 60 pennies on frame data, getting over 15 kills. Don't mess up your parlay. That sounds 60. I thought it said 16. 60 pennies on frame data. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I'm gonna be real potato. I think that's a bust. I think that's an unfortunate bust coming out of that one. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe I'm just a hater at heart. Maybe I just don't. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Wrong button. Maybe I just don't want to. I don't want to see people succeed. Can you blame me though? I will 100% mess up your parlay. Don't worry. I'm gonna make sure that I troll frame data. Gotta tilt him somehow. I'm gonna start sending him memes so that he performs bad. I don't know. But getting into this game now. Looks like it's going to be an A hit coming out from them. They want to start this fast, but the Teo mollies to slow them down. You've got Jet as well. Able to take a few pot shots, but nothing sustainable just yet, as they're just pushing their way down. Frogburger finds one off of window, but it's going to be Ultra, excuse me, to start it off on A side. Frame Data already having taken a lot of damage. And Cue Ball's going to walk through the smoke, looking for one. No, it's not going to follow their way. But Frogburger wants to come through the smoke as well. They're looking right at it. A flash is going to come, but no! Frame Data with a beautiful shot. And a trade coming out from Prod. We've got two players set up over on aim short right now. And a swing coming out. They're going to separate those fights. Crystal still on this flank. Still deadly. Walks out of the smoke. Doesn't see the player to the left. We're going to be looking at the cat. We're going to be looking at Wolf picking up that last kill. And SLO taking round one. I mean, it's to be expected. We're looking at an attack sided map. So them starting off this pistol round with that kill, or with that win, is really huge. Ooh, Vandal. I'm a little skeptical on running the Vandal to start. It'll be interesting to say the least. Oh, there it goes. It's gonna be a big if they lose this. That's gonna be a huge hit to them, especially with the fact that you have. Okay, all right. Well, Frogburger is just him. I forgot that was the thing. I love Cue Ball walking up. They ended up losing Frogburger, but 2 off the board, off of a Sheriff from Frogburger. It's gonna be huge. We've got Crystal potentially trying to walk up here directly into a Vandal. 2 other guns, throws a smoke to work off of. Haydo knows they're in the corner. A blind as well to secure this kill. And they're going to push off of C. You've still got Prod. He's still close. He's still looking for one. The dart's going to find him in the corner, though. They know he's there at this point. A flash prepped, ready to throw off of. Ready to look for a kill. Remember, there's that smoke right now. They're going to play off of flash going out. And Cue Ball to pick up that first one. And wow, what a shot coming out from Prod. As he's going to find that first round. Prediction has been closed. Fortunately, no more time for that. But what we do have time for is the fact that SLO just lost their buy round. Big opening kill coming out from Frogburger. Able to pick up both of those. I should say opening kills coming out from him. Able to pick up those both. He's sitting in the corner. He's waiting. He's been dangerous over in garage so far. The cam not spotting anyone as they're just sitting here. They're just waiting for anything to work off of. You've got to be careful of Frog in this corner. Flash popping out, looking for one, but Frogburger with a triple! Oh, Quadra coming out from Frogburger. Ace potentially looking up on the board as Q-Ball's trying to find this last kill. They're trying to force the ace. No! Nice kill from Q-Ball to prevent the ace. Frogburger's gonna lose it, but it is going to be Nerd with a flawless round coming out to grab that. Happy Mother's Day? That's tomorrow. Also, I'm not your mother. Bro doesn't even know what day Mother's Day is. It's on Sunday. I can't believe this. It's Sunday for you? Oh, right. You're in Poland. I forgot about that.
Keep it cool. That's how you survive.
Well, it's not Sunday for me, so it's not Happy Mother's Day for another 6 hours. No, you're not. I thought you were in Poland. You're in the motherland? What, Russia? Ooh, Frank Beta, what's up? And Frogburger to shut it down. I don't know what flag that is. Czech? Is that Czech Republic? What flag is that? If we try hard enough, Slovakia? I'm not even gonna give that the time of day. But back to the actual game, where SLO has just been torn apart. They ended up losing that pistol round. Check is that out. I knew it was red, white, and blue. They're all the same. They're all the same place. They're the same country. Gotta hit him with the what the fuck is a kilometer? Look, I'm just an ignorant American, Rose. What can you expect from me? On God. Back to the actual game. Like I said, SLO lost these last two rounds even after they win pistol. They lost both their buy round and their eco. So, or their force, excuse me. Looking for potentially something. A little bit of information over. This cue ball's trying to get aggressive here. You don't think it's the hill you want me to die on? Yeah, I want to die on that hill. I love being an ignorant American. Stun coming out. Cue ball looking for one. Wolf can't find this kill, but Dragon to find it. Ultra and SLO, or Ultra and Wolf falling as well, as it's just up to T-Dragon to hold it over here, but he's not going to be able to. Hayden finds a gun, walks back. They're going to run directly to Prod, who expects it. And another round going towards Nerd. You know, I did say that this was an attack-sided map. Also, that dinner looks delicious. That looks like an Oreo cheesecake. I don't know. I can't see it otherwise. I know it's not. Like, I'm fully aware that's not what that is. But it looks like... Or not cheesecake, like funnel cake, sorry, is what I meant. It looks like an Oreo funnel cake. I'm gonna be ignorant and pretend that's what that is. But yeah, I mean, Nerd... Absolutely just shutting them down right now. Dragon's gonna get stunned. He's gonna be spotted. He's got utility up, an ult coming down the way, but he wasn't fast enough. Framedigger able to pick up that kill. We're gonna keep climbing. Prod's gonna be flash off at the site. Frogburger. He wants this flank. He's looking for it. A little bit of damage over towards Mint. And they already know you're there. Shoot that thing at this point. A TP across. Crystal's able to get it. They're baiting Wolf into this. Wolf is holding this line with the op. They don't know that one's crossed already. He's going to be held. Frogburger gets the kill. Pick up from Hayden. The player in the corner is going to get stunned. Prod looking for one of their own. Killjoy's going to be able to get down their ult, and they're going to have to fight out of this. But no, they're going to lose that fight. Hayden's going to be able to keep his own. As Prod tries to jump down off the flash. Beautiful flash on the Ultra. He was full blinded, by the way. Just a beautiful kill coming out from him. Those are words. Those are... You have put... Rose, I would like you to know that you have put letters in combination to make a word. I don't know what that word means. But you have done it. You have managed to do that. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, W. Okay. What was I saying? You gotta distract me with your dinner, man. I'm trying to cast an Underpeel match. It's very important. We're at champs now, Rose. I know some people don't like doing their job, but I do. And wow, what a kill coming out from Dragon. The double kill. Pulls up the... Yes, I agree, Luna. Here, wait. Luna has a few words to say. Yes, Luna. Give us your color commentary. What do you got for us? That's it. She's saying that there is nothing coming out from slow. That's what she's saying. I'm translating.
One enemy remaining.
Ultra though. Last player left alive. Bomb is down, so Nerds got full control of it, but they're separated. This is very possible to separate some of these ones. You've already got Crystal separated. They're able to dodge the knife. We've got two players who are playing fairly close to each other, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to be hurt on window, swings, and it doesn't matter if you're taking a 1 against Frogburger. You're probably not winning that. 5-2 right now for the side of Nerd. Timeout finally coming out from frame data. I don't have clear comms set up, so I'm going to go ahead and apologize. We're not hearing clear comms tonight, but I'm going to pretend this is my rendition of what frame is saying. All right, guys. I don't know why I went high pitch. I'm so sorry. We've got to lock in. We've got to start playing a little bit slower. They've been playing really aggressive on a lot of these mains. Slow down, force them to make these mistakes, walk into you, kind of play some of these trap plays. Potentially hitting C. I would love to see something C coming out from them. They've only tried it the one time in pistol, and they haven't hit it since. It could be kind of their answer for their prayer, but it's really going to come down to if they can hit it properly. Make sure we're using our utility to clear out spaces. They've got the setup to do this. They've got the agents to play off of. They've just got to do it a lot more. It seems like they're trying to answer for the gunfights with gunfights instead of answering it with utility. So as we come out of this timeout, I need to see them, like I said, coming into this with more answers from utility than just trying to fight those guns. Especially because they haven't been winning it. Frogburger's been on a tear so far. So, kind of take away some of that power from him. As they've done the same thing on A. They fully ignored my advice to go C. This is why I'm not in the coaching slot. But you know who should be in the coaching slot? Not T-Dragon. Able to find that first one. Put Frame in that coaching slot. And beautiful lineup coming out from Prod. As they're trying to get out on this site. A flash is going to be able to push them off. Frogburger gets pushed off of it. Ultra, looking for something off of the shotgun. There's going to be cue ball up top looking for it. Last player left alive is going to be Ultra, but a drop down from heaven. The cue ball. And someone cue the did it hurt when you fell from heaven joke. Because it did or I guess pickup line or the joke. It did hurt when cue ball fell. Now 6-2. Clearly the timeout wasn't what they were looking for. They didn't get the answers that they really wanted out of it. So as we go into this next round, I would like to see a little bit better coming out from them. It's really been rough so far. We haven't seen much. He really doesn't clear this dart. Gotta give us more information. They're gonna be able to use off it. Very aggressive. And T-Dragon just walking down short. Gonna get absolutely taken apart. Two-ball gets spotted up in heaven off of this ult. I know he's up there. They've got the retake set up. Cue ball just waiting for the smoke to drop. It's gonna fall, and this is his time to shine. He's gonna swing, looking at all these different angles. They've got the smoke up, and you're looking at one right through the smoke, but you see a one in the corner as well. Wolf just stuck in this corner, is gonna fall. One underneath. Trying to hold on with his life, but no! Prod doesn't get it! He tries to go for the knife, but it's not close enough. Almost gets it. And SLO to find their third round finally. Seems like they haven't really been able to build too much momentum just yet. Every time they get a round, well, obviously they're them getting the first one and then Nerd going on a tear, they get another one. They need a back-to-back round. They haven't gotten one of those just yet, so I'd like to see that coming out from them. Now, I want to say that SLO is currently like 3 and... Hell, they might be 3 and 6 on A. No, because they lost... Was it pistol round that they lost on C? I think it was pistol round. But they've really loved A so far, and now that we are seeing them come over to C, we're going to see how Crystal deals with it. So far, it's been Crystal kind of just jump spotting, and a breach ult coming out. Frogfurger's going to get found, but Crystal with a beautiful kill. Looking for a second one. Frogfurger coming out of the smoke, as Wolf is going to get stunned.
One enemy remaining.
They're going to find a lot of space. It's all up to Cue Ball now to hold this down.
Spike planted.
Just waiting. They've got the setup. They've got Wolf in that corner. They've got Hayden on close. They have so many angles being watched. Mint in the corner, watching one as well. Does he find the gun? He does. Mint to find that kill as well. And with SLO coming back. Yes, I'm jinxing it, calling it a comeback. Well, we're going to be looking at an interesting half. At the very least, Nerd has already seen the rounds that they won. We've seen them really being able to perform on being able to get full control of A side. C has been a little rough. That was the only time they've won C so far. But they're about the Nerd's been, or sorry, that's the only time they've lost C. But Nerd's been doing pretty well on A. Now we've seen B. We haven't seen this just yet. There's already a rotate.
There.
Prod gets heard. One's gonna get seen as well. An ult coming out from T-Dragon to push them off of that, or push them into that site. But Frogfurger's gonna get found walking through. Crystal swings through. Doesn't get the kill. Finds it later. They're able to pick up that gun. And one more being found. Just frame data left alive. They're gonna try to pick up Prod now. Able to find it. Oh, but no! Cue Ball to find the kill, the trade. And a second death going the way of the KO.
Last round in the half.
Prod, but still able to really find their footing. I mean, 7-4 right now for Nerd. And this has been a hell of a half for them. They started off real strong. I mean, we've got 4 rounds back to back between 2 and 5. I haven't heard that one in a while. Holy Swoop gives SLO the goop. That was a chant from season 4. I haven't heard in a minute. They used it a little bit in season 5, but frame data apparently he's getting that swoop or sloop or goop. Sorry, it's goop. It's not sloop. It's goop. Ooh, there's that lineup that we were looking for from Prod earlier. You're gonna be able to push him off. They're trying to find breach. It's not gonna be close enough. Hate it. Ooh, Ultra. That was dirty. Last alive left in this last round of the half. It'll be Crystal and Frog. Frog looking for some of these fights. You've got the double up. We see 3 on long. Dart's gonna come out. A flash as well to not get dodged. Frog tries to dodge it. What is that TP coming out? Oh, I caught the last end of that TP, and that was crazy.
Switching sides.
Well, 7-5 half, and as they're swapping, I mean, they talked about it earlier. This is an attack-sided map. Excuse me. So this looks really good for Nerd. And keep in mind, this is Nerd's pick. So picking up this one is what they should be doing. They obviously, like I said, they have that because they have this. What are we looking at? What are we doing? We got a group huddle going. Oh my god, the tactiveairs! The tactiveairs! It's so cute. I'm kind of mad I didn't get it because I didn't want to buy the battle pass. It's that coordination. That's why Nerd's winning right now. We're putting it on coordination. Oh my god, he's got the aura. Oh my, what is this? Are we aura farming right now? What are we doing here? What a bunch of nerds. But hey, that's what they are. They're nerds united. They're looking to find some space off of this united gunplay. But SLO, really not giving it to him. I love Frame trying to walk up here, find some early information. He hears one close by. Nade off the wall to try to push them into weird spots, but he swings too many. Crystal to find that kill. Looking for anything else. Cue ball. Walks up and there's no entry trip. Nothing to find them.
Here.
To spot one. This could be the flank that they need. They find Mint. Doesn't get the kill, but they know that the space here is free. They have full control of C. And they've got another lurker who catches Wolf in a weird timing. Able to grab it. Able to get in this flank. They've got to be careful of Ultra though. Crystal ends up falling.
Planted.
Now they at least know that all four of these players are over here. First one's gonna fall. There's two players on the side of SLO are gonna drop 4v2 right now, and Hayden's looking for his first one, but he's missing shots left, right, and center. Finally finds T-Dragon's head, but Frog to finish it off. And a pistol round going the way of Nerd. Now, if this trend is anything to say, we will be looking at SLO winning this. But who knows? It's going to be up to SLO to really find this round. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Look up to SLO to find this round. And I mean, this is one way to do it. 4-man down long. And Wong walks out. They're going to run directly into 3 players. Frame is going to get spotted. Prod looking for anything. Cue ball trying to shut them down, trying to push them back. Trying to prevent them from getting any damage. They're able to pick up one of the guns. Able to find that Spectre for SLO. But so much space has been given. And it's going to be A in the hands of Nerd. Bomb goes down. I like Crystal lurking here. Frog sitting in a weird corner as well, and they're looking to take this through A link. The slow walk, all 5 players going through. They're not going to be ready for Crystal. Take your time, this could be a huge one. Spots the first one, looks at the second, finds it as well, looking for a third. With the 3 players who swing, able to take them down. Prod with a flash, looking for the first one, finds it. Ball as well with a kill. Hayden, last player left alive, has a Spectre in hand. Time's a ticking. At the very least, we're going to be wasting time, wasting guns. And Hayden's going to die to this. 2 guns being kept for the side of Nerd. But will it be enough for this next round? You've got that Vandal in the hands of Q-Ball. Love to see it. Love to see them having it. But it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be able to hold on to it. There's not a whole lot of buys that are really going to help them unless they force, and that's what they're going to end up doing. We got 2 Guardians and 2 Vandals on the side of Nerd. 3 Vandals now. Ooh. They're going to full force this. They're going to take their money that they have and... Excuse me. Sorry, I'm all yawns tonight. And force this gun through. No super... Okay, Crystal. Alright. Let's pretend like we're not cracked. What a shot coming out from them. Able to pick off that breach on A. So they're going to have to shift over towards A. Our figure's going to spot the trip. They're looking for anything off of it. Run over to C because they're predicting that it's C. A little bit of a hole in the smoke though, so that he reckons see if anyone goes right across. They're just waiting. 55 seconds left on the board. With a trip down on garage. Frog must have tabbed out. I'm not too sure what that was. But they're going to break the trip and head over towards C. Hayden's smelling something. He feels like there's something going over in A, but this is an A right now. You've got a lurk in mid, you've got 3 going towards A. There's no lurks over there. You're looking at the wrong place for a lurk.
30 seconds left.
But he's got that covered by Wolf. He's just sitting there and jiggling. They're playing this full retake for both sides, but no! What a beautiful take coming out from Frogfurger. Grabbing him off of that TP. Frog's in the back of their minds right now. A little bit of information going towards them. Frame data finds one on site. Almost finds the second. Frogfurger last left alive off site. 1v1. Frame versus Hayden. And it's the GOATs. But only one is going to survive. Frogfurger to drop 9-6, excuse me, for the side of SLO. I said before this match started that if we wanted something out of this game, it had to be close. Well, they're making it close for sure. So far, no team really giving up an early lead in the second half. You saw a pretty predictable first 2 rounds coming out from Nerd and then the answer back from SLO. This will be a huge one. If Nerd can end up picking this one up, it's going to kill the economy from the side of SLO. They have 3 players below 1,000 credits. So they won't be able to buy this next one. So this should be really huge for Nerd if they can pick it up. They've got to find it. Right now, Nerd playing very slow. Crystal sitting up close. I love Ultra sitting here with the shotgun. I'm a big fan of judges myself. Looking for a little bit of information, but that knife's not going to spot anyone. They're just waiting. They're so eager to throw utility. Any piece of utility gets answered with a piece of utility from SLO, which I do like. They've got to be careful about overthrowing utility. Right now, Crystal looking for some space. One's going to be close, but it's going to be missed.
Spike down A. 30 seconds
I'm
left.
find them close. Hayden to grab that kill. I'm going to get through this. Hayden's going to walk up and try to help answer for this. Right now, 2 players left alive for the side of Nerd. They're not going to be able to kill that economy like we were talking about. Frame's going to walk forward looking for anything.
1 enemy remaining.
Dragon left alive. 5 seconds left on the board. He's trying to hold onto his gun for the next round, but they know he's in the corner. Finds 1, finds 2. Be able to hold onto this gun if you don't swing into the last player, but no, Wolf is going to find it. They're going to hunt it down. And that gun is now off of the board. It's going to make it a lot harder for them to buy this one. And we've got a timeout coming out from Nerd. Now, they were pretty predominant in that first half. They were able to take it 7-5 on their defense. Alright, 7-5 on their defense. So, it's been a little jarring, excuse me, for SLO to kind of finally have those answers that they've been looking for. And so hopefully this timeout is what the side of Nerd needs to take a second and figure out what's been going wrong. It seems like there's been so much space taking being made by SLO, whether that's them slightly walking up the mains and just playing utility and close guns to find it, shotguns on A, or Wolf walking up C, whatever's going to be able to help SLO hold on to it. They've been doing it. This is a best of 3. They've been doing it. And as we near the end of this timeout, We'll have to see what, Oh! I didn't recognize that name at first. I was wondering who that was. What's up? Fire Spirit. It sounded familiar, and I was trying to figure out where I had heard it before. Anyway. 9-7 right now, and the answer seems to be hitting A harder. I like the swap up. They made it seem like this would be C and playing retake, or slow down on A so that they can rotate real fast. Push through. I'm looking for something. Cue ball. Crystal, excuse me, gonna find that first kill. Cue ball trying to hunt down for more, but it's just been so being torn apart. It seems like this timeout has really been working for them. Able to make that adaptation and looking to drag this out as a flawless round. Nade coming out, and Frame Data's got that ult. You could get 2 right here. You can pick it up. 1's the first one. Frogfurger close. Able to pick up another one off of it. This makes it just that much more possible. Hayden, 1v1. An ult coming down from the Killjoy. As Frog is now forced to walk up. What a lineup coming out from them. He's going to hold on to it, but seconds, or milliseconds on the clock. 0.04 away from having lost that round. If he was an inch over to the right, that round goes in the favor of slow. But that's just how the turntables. Yes, I'm aware that's not the correct thing, but I will use it anyway. 10-7 now. That was a round Nerd really needed, and that came way too close. Keep in mind, that was a 2v5, and that would have been a morale killer going the way of Nerd. But they were able to hold it on. Lost a lot of guns in the process. I mean, you can see it. They have a Bulldog and, excuse me, and a Guardian. They've got those 3 Vandals on the board that they're working off of. And we've got the Tailbolt. Stuff we can work with. We're just waiting around for something to happen. Clearing this utility, trying to find a little bit of space. Prodding this defense. Frame Data. Sitting real close. He's loved these close fights. I mean, this is what he thrives off of as a raise. Cue ball could look for an opening here. I mean, we've seen it in some of these rounds where they can just kind of walk around some of these trips. But I believe that one's not crouchable. If I'm not mistaken. Lost the first one. Real close. Ultra's going to get hurt on the other side of Plat. He's just waiting. He knows he has those trips to work off of. One is going to fall.
30 seconds
It's
left.
Wolf looking for something. The blind going out. And the ult's going to push this player off. Push Wolf off as well. Ultra's going crazy.
Spike down.
But they're going to give up that bomb. They're going to fight through. Crystal finds that first one. Seconds left on the board, though. They don't have enough time to find this unless they can find these last 2 players. 10 seconds left. All up to Frog. We need Wolf to find this kill. Slow for an answer back after that last round. 10-8 now on the board. Well, it was an answer that I liked. I mean, we expected Nerd to get that last round because of the timeout, but almost losing it. 0.04 seconds left on the defuse. I am not surprised that kind of invigorated a response coming out from the side of slow. They felt like that round should have been theirs, and so they made sure they took one. But it cost them dearly to be able to do that. Lost a lot of guns, but they have so many ults, or close ults, I should say. They've got 3 with just a single ult orb off. And as they walk up, try to find this early space. The thing I'm worried about is Hayden taking this fight. He's gonna give it up. Hayden is so far up that he's got to help him out. No, the kill coming out, and now a gun in the hand of Prod, looking for a flash, trying to find something. he could back off here, this could be good for them. Prod spots the gun of Hayden up on top, and Hayden's now knows he's there, as they're just gonna leave. They're working their way over towards mid, trying to find some space, potentially going over towards A. No, it looks like they're gonna go try to help out Prod, get him across this corner so that they can hit A. So much spray. Prod able to safely get their way back, but cue ball trying to find an opening. Shorty in hand, getting shot through this wall. It's gonna jump off. And this is what Nerd's been known for. They've been known to unfortunately fall to Hayden through a wall, apparently. They've been known to look for some of these holes. Frogfurter looking for another one. But mid from heaven finds one through the smoke. Another spotted. As Prod's gonna be found. He's got spotted off of the ult. Jump down coming out from Mint. And a thrifty round in the hands of Nerd as they put themselves one more close. Do we need? Wait, what? We need? No. We're not doing the Tots Croc game. Y'all are starting like halfway through game 2, so there's just no point. I will, however, request that you send me a Twitch stream, Dusty, so that I can watch it if anyone is in your stream or your team is streaming, because I want to watch it personally whenever y'all, whenever I finish this, so I can see y'all cook. So I'm rooting for Tots, but I'm also rooting for this game. So let's finish watching this game real quick. Nerd versus see what we can do. Awesome bet. Nerd versus SLO. Right now, Nerd up 11-8. And SLO to start off this round with double kill. A lot of damage their way, though. Almost losing their Sova. Hayden gets spotted off of this drone. Q-Ball trying to find something off of it. So many close by. They're so aggressive. Mid fully in the control of SLO right now. But A is full open. I'm just sitting around waiting for something to happen. But no, Nerd's gonna find this. They're gonna get this bomb down. Planting in this corner? Oh, never mind. They're not planting in the corner. Planting default spot now. We know there's a lineup. But the nade coming out is gonna push them off. A stun as well. Q-Ball's gonna get spotted. Brain data from heaven, looking for something, looking for anything. Crystal finds the kill on flank. Looking for a second one. It's all up to T-Dragon. Oh no, excuse me, Crystal's still alive. It's all up to Crystal and T-Dragon. Crystal with a TP up into heaven. It's not planted for them though. The last player left alive. One be found off of this TP. Looking for a second, almost finds Ultra. But no, Crystal not able to hold it together. SLO picking up their 9th round, holding on to this game. I mean, no team wants to give up this first map. And that's really being shown right now. (11-9), and I can't say that there's not been adaptation coming out from Nerd. We saw it especially after their timeout, where they really kind of sat down and figured out how they wanted to take that cue ball for it. I just don't think it's been enough. Will it be enough when frame data is just in the corner? Nade coming out. I don't know where the hell that stun went. I'm trying to find this one through the smoke, but it's going to be cue ball to take it. Or Crystal, excuse me, to take it. Still looking for more, trying to climb. They've been doing so well in finding this free space. Same thing with Frogfurter. Hand in hand now, they're going to be walking up short, along with the third player. Wolf's going to have to be careful. Frogfurter's going to be the first one to fall. Crystal almost falls, but it's going to go towards Hayden, or Crystal's going to be able to stay, and Wolf is going to fall. Stun going out as they're looking for some information. A TP is going to be spotted. They now know where both of these players are. Waving it down. Looking for that first one. The nose is going to be meant to grab it. Prod holding it together for his team. Almost finds it. Jumping classic. Not gonna be able to get it. Sorry, give me 1 second.
We are strong because we are
Hayden.
together. Don't forget that.
Beautiful clutch coming out of that last round. 11-10. I mean, neither team has given it up so far. Nerd really wants to close out this game. They've got to find it, though. SLO is not just giving it up. Another dart. A lot of information going towards Hayden. Trying to get some off of these shocks, but it's going to be framed with a collateral to really be able to pick it up. You've got Frogburger still lurking right now. Trying to find something. They hear the movements across. They know there's a couple leaving A. And it's still Nerd in the way. Spots! No! Hayden's gonna fight. And they're fighting Frog. They're gonna find him. But in the process, they've fully given up A now. They know it's that way. They're looking to retake this now. And a mist smoke coming out from Crystal. This could cost them it. Cue Ball still has to go hunt and find that bomb. The post up coming out from Mint, able to hold on to that bomb. Crystal holding down right now. 1v4. They don't have control of bomb. They don't have control of anything. No control of sight. It's going to be frame data to find that kill. 11-11. The comeback so far for SLO has been slow and creeping. As yes, I did just use that play on words, I guess. I don't know what else to call it. Now, we haven't found an answer yet from Nerd in the last 3 whole rounds. If they want to get OT, they can't let this momentum be kept by SLO. If SLO finds this next round, it's pretty much game over. Nerd's going to be forcing their guns. You've got 4 guns on the side of Nerd. 2 rifles and 2 guardians, which I guess is a guardian's rifle, but...
Revealing area.
Potato, potato. Once again, the slow play. Looking for anything to work off of. Whatever they can do. And for drone information gathering up A. And they're inserting Frogburger. They've got him on this box, but frame data with a kill on to mid against Crystal. That's their smokes off of the board early. That's going to make it so much harder for them to play, especially going into a site that contains a Cypher setup. They hear the camera, so Frogburger knows that Cypher is here. They've got to decide what they want. 46 seconds left on the clock. They're just running it down. So uncertain of what they want to do.
"30 seconds left."
Like you heard the announcer. 30 seconds left as Frame picks one more off. He's looking for even more of them. People all trying to find anything with this crosshair. What am I looking at? 13 seconds left on the clock. They've got to get this bomb down into the smoke. And it's just Cue Ball left all alone. Frogburger walking through, and it's over at this point. Unless we see a miracle round coming out from Nerd. This is a hell of a way to win a map 1 coming out from SLO. Spray through.
Match point.
As you can see it. I may not complete, but I always support SLO. W. SLO is, well, I mean, SLO is probably going to win this one, so keep supporting them. I'm going to be mega biased. You know me, I love being biased. Not the jinx. I gotta make it competitive, okay? That's what I'm doing here. Nerd once again with A. They're working with what they've got. They've forced as many guns as they possibly could because this is the last round. And SLO super confident in their retake. It's just gonna full give this up. They also see they have the killjoy on the board, so giving it up was a smart choice. Now they don't have to get off of sight. The Ultra is stuck between a rock and a hard place. As the bomb is gonna go down on A, and we're fully in retake mode for SLO. But as the smoke is gonna go away, utility on the board is gonna make this a possible one. They've got the gun advantage. And an ult coming out from frame data, not gonna find anything. They're getting suppressed, and they know that there's one in this corner. No, he misses the one in the corner. Tries to find anything, looking for that one in the corner. They know cue ball is right there, looking for it, able to find it. Ultra looking for one of his own. Dragon sitting in this corner, real close by, and the defuse coming out from Mint is gonna half it. Ultra left in a 1v3, last alive. I just had to jinx it, had to make it OT, and T-Dragon to show them how it's done. You're welcome.
Switching sides.
You got one? You still crunching on the stats? Yeah, we're still crunching stats. Look, I'm currently working on trying to give us as much content as possible, so I have to jinx them. I had to do that to SLO. I'm sorry. I had to call that the game was over, because otherwise we wouldn't see SLO T. Who wants to miss SLO T? Not me. With SLO back on attack, this is where Nerd really shined. They've struggled a lot on the defense, really, or the attack, excuse me. I gotta get an energy drink or something. Boy is feeling a little tired, I guess. But you know who's not feeling tired? Nerd. So they're just trying to hold down one of their own misses. They're looking for cue ball, trying to force him out of the corner. A dash across is gonna save his life. Trying to find anything. Dragon's gonna look for the stun, look for the kill, but it's not gonna be enough. A push off. Beautiful jump up by frame data to find this player in the corner. T-Dragon getting taken down. And another fall of the way of cue ball. We've got Frog on this flank once again. With the bomb going down. Wolf holding your thing. And somehow getting across. Gets picked back up. Frame data with a beautiful kill. They're just looking to find something. One kill on the Wolf. Oh, standing in the open almost gets themselves killed. A flash and a nade out. It's gonna be enough for SLO to take the first round of OT. As the ult gets popped because it is OT, they're gonna get it back. We're on match point now. All SLO has to do is find one round right now. One round. And we're looking at SLO picking up Nerd's map. Now, this is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I said it would be a close game. I didn't think it'd be this close. But they're giving us a hell of a game to work off of. And so it's going to be walking up, trying to find some space. They know they've been, Nerd's been struggling on attack. So the aggression is what they're looking to do. Frame, once again, finding this early space. Really able to work off of it. Frog is trying to use... Oh my god, this is brutal. He's using the legs of the robot to take bullets. But unfortunately, couldn't take bullets for T-Dragon. He's going to fall first. And frame data falling back. They're going to spot the drone. It's going to spot cue ball. They're going to be able to get out of there. Large push going towards B here. But it's going to be Crystal to find that kill. Crystal looking for another one. Not able to pick it up. An entry smoke getting thrown out by Crystal right now as they're actually not going there. They're going into C. C fully in the hands of Nerd. They're looking to find there's another kill coming out from Crystal. Mint's going to be able to fall. You've got Crystal holding out. Garage finds another kill. Already on a triple now. Wolves gets seen in the smoke. Looking for something. You've got the ult. You've got your TPs. You'll have a smoke in just a moment. Slow it down. Look for your kills. And get off sight. That's what I like to see. Now, Crystal. We've got the flank. Oh, bomb going, or smoke going down. They're going to fall. Wolf is in this smoke. He's going to get sprayed through. It's already going to be halved. He's going to be looking for it, but no. That's SLO taking map 1.
Defenders win.
Hell of a map to take. That's a way to end map 1. 26 rounds to find it. And I mean, it all came down to nerds struggling on attack. They really couldn't find it. But we're going to jump to a little 5-minute break. Go get yourself some water. Go get some popcorn. Go get some snacks. Come back for map 2 as we go into split after we come back from this break. And welcome back. After a thrilling map 1 going the way of Nerd, well, we've got a second map about to be ready. We're going to be jumping into Split momentarily. But before we do, let's talk a little bit about what Haven went. So with that being Nerd's pick, and obviously SLO picking it up, it's going to be up to Nerd to pick up Split. This is going to be a big one for them. And if they can't find this, it could be pretty bad. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, I need to give y'all... I need to push out the predictions. Give me 1 second to push out those predictions. Hey out SLO. Congratulations to Mint. Mint betting on his own team. Getting the oh, that was not where I meant to go. Getting them that map 1 off of, honestly, I really didn't think it was gonna go that way. Like I was gonna say, I think Nerd really struggling on attack is kind of what hurt them that game. It obviously there's a myriad of factors to go off of, but they struggled so much on attack. There was so much space being given up to SLO. It felt like every time they try to poke the bear, whether it's A or C, it just didn't work their way. And even some of the lurks going up into B, just it wasn't really panning out too well. So that was kind of a struggle coming out of Haven for Nerd. Split, though, is more of a defense-sided map, so their attacks being so weak doesn't bode well, especially with Nerd deciding to start attack. Keep in mind, going into Split, Nerd chose attack. They decided that attack was what they wanted to do. Attack was what they were gonna... Sorry. Attack was what they decided they would want to do. Sorry, the player's yapping. And so... Sorry, I fully lost my train of thought. Someone said something, and it killed me. But I'm gonna go ahead and split off and... split off, sorry. My brain is kind of dead tonight, but going into Split here, I think the big thing is going to be whether or not Nerd can actually pick up an attack. Going from an attack-heavy map like Haven into a defense-heavy map where Nerd chose attack, I almost want to just like throw the hat out and say SLO 2-0, but I don't want to be rude. Try Nerd sounds so wrong, but true. Fair. I don't know. As a SLO fanboy, Fire Spirit, what do you think? What do you think's gonna happen? Do you think this is gonna be an easy win for SLO and any easy a fast win off the night, or do you think this is gonna be another long haul? I've got a bet. Hayden put down 86 points on SLO. See, now I have to bet Nerd. To go for the easy points off Nerd. So many people throwing points onto SLO. It's gonna be free. It's gonna be free. Thank you for the points. That's crazy. I have faith in Nerd. I'm yapping, Terry. Let's get to game. How about stop getting drinks and close the stream? And I gotta swap it to Split. I also need to... Give me 2 seconds. I have no idea, but I can't switch out now. Yeah, that's fair. I need to hit start on my, or connect on my thing. There it goes. Now I'm ready. Get your odds cooked? What the? Alright, never mind. That's free points. That's free points. That is so free of points. I should have bet slow now. Unfortunately, but good luck to both teams. Let's take a look as we get into this map now. Who do we think, or what agents are we going to be looking at? Now, from the side of, what's it called? Donating peels. From the side of Nerd, pretty standard lineup now that Teo's on the board. No double duelist. Hayden is, from the side of SLO, Hayden is teasing that Clove, which I don't hate the Clove here, especially playing alongside a Viper. It's not terrible. A lot of people like to play an Omen instead, but I don't really have a problem with having this Clove here. Ultra, or frame data once again on that raise, already been locked in. I think SLO side is going to depend on how they play against that Viper wall, making sure that they have their lurk set up and whatnot. On the side of Nerd, though, they have no Viper. They're really just heavy into these initiators. So a big part of their push is going to be going for playing off of utility, making sure that you're setting yourself up, clearing corners properly. It's just going to be a big fight of who is going to actually take your time on some of these rounds and make sure that you are sitting down and using your utility properly, because you don't have as many smokes. You don't have the double controller on the board. And so clearing out a lot of these rat angles that we know they love to sit in. We've seen it coming out of not just frame data in the last one, but also the side of Nerd as well. They were doing it a lot. So it's not just gonna be the Tactivares again. I had to look over. They did this last game. I haven't seen Split since Teo released. You feel old. Lotus is pretty fun. So I'm gonna get hate for this one. I like Sunset. I don't know why people hate Sunset. I mean, I guess I can kind of see it. I think it's one of those maps where, like, I don't know. It's not as coordination heavy. It feels a lot more like, as much as I hate it, it feels a lot more like Breeze. Not in the way like the thing is set up, but the kind of the what word am I looking for? The coordination way is like, it's not so much heavily dependent on how you can take some of these mains. But we don't need to talk about Sunset anymore. We're on Split, and we've got Nerd walking up B, full taking or walking up mid, excuse me, full taking mid, a drop down. And Wolf is looking for something, but hasn't found it just yet. Mid still full in the control of Nerd. So they're just waiting. Trying to buy their time, trying to find if they can get one person caught off. But I like SLO playing really passive here. They're just kind of giving this up. Really taking off a nade going through. One's going to get spotted. And a triple kill coming out from frame data. Hubal able to pick up one of his own. But it's cost them dearly for it. A flash as well is going to be popped out as they're going to leave. Runs directly into Mint, but he's going to get found. Crystal's gotten stuck in this corner. They know about it. A little bit of damage. Now it's a 1v3. Hubal able to get this bomb down at the very least, so they can come out of this round knowing they got the bomb down. And maybe a little bit more damage. So aggressive, so fast. And Hayden finishing off the last player from Nerd. Excuse me. As we're now looking at a pistol round going the way of SLO. So many bodies fell in mid. I mean, that raise nade really just tore apart Nerd. Two bodies just off of the raise nade itself. forcing one of the players, who was that? Frame? No, not Frame. Prod to try to walk in through that trip and getting stunned off of it. Able to get a kill off of that. The trade going toward, or coming from Cue Ball to help clean it up a little bit, but the damage had already been done at that point. As we see more aggression. Frame Data stuck in the corner. Looking to jump back across. Gets there, the space. Off of this smoke. Not a lot of players or teams like to do that. But they're going to be able to use it. They're going to be using that smoke to hold on to main here. Wolf finds one. Trying to get back. Trying to get away. Almost getting hunted down. But no, it's going to be Ultra to find it. T-Dragon able to get the trade. But already losing 2 bodies. Trying to grab this bomb. It's just too far out of smoke, unfortunately. T-Dragon being the last player left alive. As Frogfur is going to fall. Split is not looking too hot for the side of Nerd yet. Got 40 seconds and 3 players to deal with. The smoke's going to dissipate. And Hayden's going to swing. Hayden finding the kill. Able to pick up a better gun. So they're going to be able to save some of theirs. Not having the force. Able to pick up 2 rifles, I believe, off of the side of Nerd. 1? I think maybe it's just the 1. I think I just got the 1 rifle from the side of Nerd. But now we're looking at a buy round from Nerd. This could be the round that they're looking for. An A push coming out from them. So far, they haven't really been able to find much. We've seen a lot of mid-aggression coming out. But as Prod just takes so much aggressive space, they've recognized the potential weakness here. And that Wolf having hold both sides, mid and A, has lost him a lot of space. And it's ended up losing Wolf his life. As Prod has just gotten full control of this ladder right, or this rope right here. Ultra sitting up top's gonna find him. They're looking for something. Getting ready to swing. Here's the first one popped up and gets Ultra through the wall. They're trying to find it, but there's no trade going out just yet. Dragon, beautiful kill, and Mint's gonna fall as well. A round going towards Nerd. As the attack has looked a little bit better from the side of Nerd, but there's still a lot of those weaknesses we saw in Haven. Some of their space making is really, really good. I mean, you saw Prod able to make all the way up ramp without any sort of answer yet from SLO, because Wolf hadn't been prepared for it. He was able to get that kill, and he held on to it for so long they were able to get the bomb down and waste a lot of time. But those post plants have been kind of rough for Nerd. You see a lot of fast aggression, coordinated aggression coming out from SLO. I haven't yet found an answer for that.
Drop in a smoke.
Reposted up on mid from both sides.
Can't use that.
Keep all looking for something, but nothing being given from frame data. And the walk up from Frogfurter is going to be pushed off. So much utility going their way. A missed nade coming out from frame data is going to lose them a little bit of information, but the hit now is looking like it's going to be B. Prod getting ready to get out of this smoke. Hit by one of the trips. And one dying. But an ult misses! He doesn't find the kill! Frame data looking for something off of it. But it's not going to be given. And here it is, Cue Ball looking for a flank, but it's not going to happen. Frame data's going to fall. Ball up to Hayden. Finds the first one.
My ult is ready.
We had swung by 2 players, can't find a target, and Prod to shut it down. Nerd bringing it back up to even. And here's what I was talking about. Their attacks have been a little bit more solid since Haven. As long as they stay away from these post plants, they've able to take a lot of space, able to win a lot of these gunfights. If they can just clean up these post plants, it's gonna look a lot better for them. And they've got a whole half to do that. 8 more rounds of this half. And sitting 2-2 with guns up in the hands of Nerd. I can see this going very well. Cue ball looking for anything. But nothing being given to them just yet. Prod finding that space once again. Misses this boombot unless it was meant to clear that corner. Breaks to the wall and misses Ultra, but finds the kill ultimately. Hayden stuck in the corner, finds it though. Still stuck in the same corner. Gets naded out, pushed across, a flash falling as well. And they're trying to find this player. Able to get back to safety. And we're looking for another one. Mint. Pushed up, getting pushed back. Wolf is real close with this Sheriff. Sitting head height, so swing off of Prod. Could find themselves a kill, but Prod's not going to swing it. Doesn't think it to be worth. One's going to get spotted, but look at that information that Wolf just got. He doesn't think there's anyone in heaven. They've left Hayden by himself. He does have a heal on the board. So if he can get a kill, he can heal
30 seconds left.
Potentially take another fight. But they're running directly into Wolf, who finds the first one, almost finds the second one.
My ult's ready.
Misses it. They've still got to clear Hayden on sight. One's gonna fall solo. To walk up right now, looking for the plant. They're not watching it. He swings the planter, finds it. With only 7 seconds left on the board, Frogburger can't get this bomb down in time. He's looking for the kill onto Hayden, but Hayden is just wasting his time. Tick-tock. So there's no one left alive. Frogburger able to pick it up, but a thrifty going the way of SLO. Now, 3-2. Hello. I have my color commentary. Harry, what have you got for us? She was just yapping. She's no longer yapping. Fraud jumping up with this ult, looking for anything that he can find off of it. Ult gets a mitt. Still looking for a second one, able to find frame data. Potentially swinging for a third. He's in dangerous so far in heaven, but Hayden's gonna find the kill. And they're trying to flood sight now. Frogburger playing in hell. Could be dangerous, but it's gonna get taken out by Hayden. It's all up to Crystal to hold onto this round. A tip-tap coming out from them. But it's gonna be Ultra to find the kill. And 4-2 now for SLO. Seems like they've found their groove since losing that third round. Someone's racing in my neighborhood. Just like SLO is racing to end this game. I'm just kidding. They're being slow, taking this to OT. But for defense half right now for SLO, it's just been a matter of trying to pick up as many rounds as possible. This is a defense-sided split. Or split is a defense-sided map is what I mean to say. So picking up as many rounds in this first half as they possibly can is important. 2 are going to get spotted, I believe. Right there in mid. Cam's going to get dropped. Prod trying to find some space. Slowed down just enough for Wolf to find this kill. And they're just going to be fighting for any bit of space that they can. Look at frame data so close up. It's going to make it hard for them to really be able to find anything that isn't mid. Nothing so far on A. But classic nerd behavior. Trying to push mid, trying to play out of vents. Drone's going in. They're going to be looking for any bit of information that they can get. Nothing's going to go their way. Viper Molly to slow them down even further. 40 seconds left on the board. They're going to have to be careful about time. Hayden on a weird off angle. I like it. looking to swing one of these players. They're looking to double swing here. One's close by, takes a lot of damage. They're trying to fall off. Hayden able to get it. Gonna get flashed though. They're trying to fight for whatever space that they can find. Got frame data playing close in heaven. And Hayden up, grabs into the smoke. Spots one player. The T-Dragon up top. Able to push this off. Frame data back of sight. They don't see cue ball till it's last left alive. 5-2 now for SLO. Absolutely dominating now that they found this momentum. Timeout coming out from Crystal. And I really wish I'd set up clear comms tonight so we could hear them. Fortunately, we can't. So, in the meantime, we'll talk about what we've seen so far from Nerd. Still, I think their post plants have not been miserable, but they haven't been great. Really struggling to take that, and a lot of their opening rounds, unless they're given a lot of free space from the side of SLO, which is giving them a lot of space, don't get me wrong, but it just seems like they're not taking so much of it. They're focused so much on taking mid. I mean, hell, how many times have we seen them 5-man walk up mid? And it hasn't been working. Leave mid to lurks and work on taking some of these mains. A ramp has been given to them every single round. And I love SLO too. They're really just not taking it. But as we get out of this timeout, we'll see. I mean, last time Nerd took a timeout on Haven, they were able to pick up that round.
They don't have a chance.
And here it is. I talked about wanting to see, excuse me, a little bit more main pressure. And this is just what we're getting. And a slow walk up, looking for a little bit of space. Drone coming out now. Finds some information on site. They notice at least 2 here. But the ult coming out is going to find 2 players. And Prod trying to push through this. But it's going to be framed at up top. He's going to fall. Finds one in the smoke. An ult coming out. It's going to get T-Dragon. Sees the TP. Finds the 4th kill. And it's Frogfurger last alive. Last one preventing Frame from getting his ace. Frogfurger trying to find it, but it's going to be SLO. Wolf to take the kill. I would stare at Wolf too, Ultra, don't worry. No, there's no Asu. No Asu. Asu getting stolen. Well, after a timeout, they weren't able to find it. I liked the adaptation. I'm not sure. I didn't get to see the full breach ult, so I'm not sure how it missed the raise. I think they walked in right past it, or like right behind it. But that was just unfortunate. Frame data really just picked him off. We're just waiting. Hayden's the only player over here. They really expected an A hit. They thought they had locked down B, but don't worry. Nerd taking mid once again. I'm sure it'll work this time. As Ultra's going to be pushed back. Frame data trying to take this space, and they're lining up to take B now. Smoke's going out. Frame data trying to slow them down. Nade's going to go out, and a blind happening as well. Hayden finds the first one. Doesn't see a TP. Finds a second, looking for a third. Sprayed through the smoke. Frogfurger last left alive. But it's going to be Hayden with the triple to end that round. 7-2 so far. And we haven't found an answer yet coming out of Nerd since round 4. Now, keep in mind, they've already taken their timeout for the half. They can take their second timeout of the game if they want to. But that's really just dependent on whether or not they want to waste this timeout. And I don't think it'd be a terrible idea. If we look at even an 8-4 half coming out from a split defense, isn't anything to scoff at. You can still make it back from it. But they've got to put the work in to do that. And that starts on attack. They've got to find those last 2 rounds. As Prod takes a little bit of space, they're looking to potentially get it. Wolf. They get misdroned. They're just sitting here. Crystal able to get across. And a kill coming out in the form of Frogfurger. Prod picks up a new gun. Frame data. Trying to find something. Gonna get pushed off after that nade, but gets the kill off of the op. And ult over. Oh, to pick up the bomb. They're gonna get this bomb down on B, and Hugh Ball with a shotgun kill. Able to find one. They're gonna be pushing through this. Wolf is gonna get found. That's all up to Mint. So finally getting answered. But it's so late in the game that it's gonna be hard for them to really do anything. Now, I did say that they needed to start putting in the work, and they have. But look at the already adaptation coming out to hard push A here. They recognize A was their weakness, and they're splitting off one of their players. Not able to find the kill, though. They didn't expect Prod to satchel up ramp for some reason, even though that's like 90% of Prod's playbook. And with mid in the control of Nerd, I've got to find out what they're going to do with it. All of SLO over on A side. Be fully in the hands of Nerd. Looks like SLO's opting to go for a retake on B. I'm going to hear all of this utility. But look at Frogfurger. He's expecting to catch one of them off guard. Wolf spots the camera. He's gonna check the corner. No! You gotta check the corner! He's gonna get spotted. Smoke going down, but a walk up from behind is gonna find one. An Ultra to grab the other, or to fall as well. 7-4 secured at the very least an 8-4 half. But if they can get this 7-5, well, it's going to be looking a lot better for Nerd. Some switch got flipped, and they finally found an answer. SLO making a little careless mistakes on A. They knew that Prod loved to satchel up and still push way past the satchel, costing them their raise and ultimately costing them A lot of space on A. Prod all the way up, and they're gonna be expecting it. They're gonna be waiting for it. We're just sitting around. Alex is currently apologizing to his goats because it was 7-2 and he said something, and now we're looking at 7-4. If you care, it's not bad though. Yeah, so the issue is I'm casting off of one PC. And I'm streaming off of another. So, it's hard to, like... fix, I guess. I mean, I can swap to the no, it's still gonna be weird anyway. I don't know. Yeah, it's... How many PCs do I have? I have 2. I have a regular PC that's, like, just my gaming PC, and then I have an observer PC. And while I've been yapping, we just saw, Nerd shut them down 7-5. We're blaming Alex, by the way. Everyone, we're blaming Alex.
Switching sides.
You can try to, like, manually cast a second late. It's gonna feel a little weird. We can try it and see if that's not bad. Frog is kind of carrying these last rounds. I mean, you should have seen him last game. He was carrying too. As we swap over to this half, we've got Nerd having picked up 5 rounds off of what really should have been, if Alex hadn't jinxed them, it should have been a lot better for them. But now, they've got this defense half, and they're going to try to make best what they can with it. Frame Data able to walk through, and they're just trying to hunt down Cue Ball. A flash going out, but Hayden was looking the other way. Frame Data, king of making space here. The round win graphic. Oh, so that graphic. Here, let me wait until after this round. Slowing down. 3 players left alive. They've got a lot to hunt. None for SLO having fallen just yet. 1 kill for Frogfurger. Another one in the corner. Alex had to say something. Wolf was gonna be able to pick up one of them. Hayden in the smoke, but it's be Frogfurger to find Wolf. Hayden's gonna swing and fall. Frogfurger able to pick it up. Now. No. SLO almost finds it. If they had found Frogfurger there, that would have been it. But for those of you curious, the round win graphic is actually not us. That is done by Dunkel. So the whole overlay is done by Dunkel and Tira. They do an overlay. They run something called Spectra. That's what the overlay name is. And so the whole round win graphic and all that stuff is done by them. It basically runs in the background and it just like overlays a lot of this information. So the reason you can see the guns and stuff is because of this overlay. Which I gotta say is working phenomenally. I haven't had a question mark all night, so I just had to say something though. It's now that I say that, it's gonna break next game if we have a 3rd map. Trying to jump spot, find some information. They do jump a lot. Wolf trying to give up some information. I think they're trying to make it seem like it's a fake. Not terribly sure. But they're just sitting. They're just waiting. Mint with the lineup. And it's going to be Frame Day to just jump in. Gets taken down by Prod. Just looking for some more. Hayden's going to try to walk directly in, but it's taken out. Prod with the shotgun has been deadly so far. Another satchel on the board, but it's going to be Cue Ball to pick it up. Ultra sitting here with just a pistol in hand. It's all up to Mint to find a little bit of damage, but so far Nerd is absolutely taken apart. 1 kill on the board from the side of Mint. And well, we've already managed to tie it back up. I don't know if we remember when Alex at our map, what 3rd map? Jesse, there is no 3rd map. At what time was it? At 7:51 p.m. aka 8 minutes ago, said it's over, and we haven't won a round since. It's crazy how that works. So everyone, if you voted on SLO to win this game, and SLO ends up losing this game, you can blame Alex for jinxing it. But there's still plenty of time to come back. What is this lineup? 2025, and we've got raise lineups. I hate it here. Data somehow doesn't take any damage off of that. Swings Cue Ball looking for 1. For all the common trips? Oh, that's fair. Prod looking for 1. Nothing able to be found just yet.
Spike planted.
Alex, you've already dug your own hole and you're digging more of a hole. A hole that it consists of Prod walking in and shotgunning all of your team to death. I mean, what are you gonna do about that? Mint in the corner. Gets 1, gets 2!
Enemy remaining.
Now, Frogfurger with just a ghost in hand. You can find some damage here. Potentially take some of these guns off the board. Gets a headshot on Hayden, but it's not gonna be enough. Uh-oh, yeah. Honestly, I don't do the lineup. I just walk up. But I also don't play Raze, to be fair. That's a lot safer. Nerd's weakness here I can't find even with Omnipotence. Apparently their weakness is not having a gun. Frogfurger had a ghost, and so he couldn't kill everyone. I mean, honestly, I think they need a util dump prod. He's been finding them so much space. Entire breach kit just for Frog? Yeah. I mean, Frog is up 8 kills on the next person. He's currently top player. So, Frog is killing everyone. Prod with his shotgun has been deadly so far. Wolf is gonna get the kill, though. Oh, okay, alright. I caught the tail end of that. I'm sorry? There's been so many kills tonight. Straight through smokes. Can we at least, guys, can we at least pretend like we're not cheating? That would be wonderful. T-Dragon looking for a third, not able to find it, gets shut down. Wolf is just the goat. Wolf is my goat, you're right. Wolf is gonna drop down into heaven. And Cuball looking for something. 2 flashes, and about to have a stun on the board. But you got so few players to work with. Frogfurger doesn't see anyone close, but he expects there to be someone nearby. One to fall. Frog with a gun in hand is a deadly combination, but meant to shut it down. Almost finds the second. 9-7 now for Nerd. And it's SLO who hasn't found... Or sorry, 9-7 for SLO, excuse me. And SLO who's found an answer. And Nerd, who's lost track of that streak. Hey, what rank is Wolf?
This is a nice spot.
Oh, Wolf is Diamond 2? Oh, he's Diamond 2 right now. That's crazy. I literally just looked. I literally just looked. I hit escape, Alex. He's D2. I love the fact that they've been able to find A so easily. And this open plan is nice, especially through this ult. They've got Ultra sitting back waiting, looking for anything, but oops, Mint is gonna fall, and an ult right outside of this smoke. Hidden looking for it. He hears the ult get dropped. And Frame Data looking to fight out of here. He's trying to put a little bit of uncertainty in their head. But Prod straight through, trying to hunt down anyone. Hayden's not going to fall for that trick. Sending the base of this smoke, finds a second one. There's only one more left on the board, and it's Frogfurger to fall. 10-7 now for SLO, who's been cooking on their attack. So, Alex, he's climbed at least 1 rank. That is what I'm hearing. How many games have you played in this past month? Like 3? Maybe the third map was the friends we made along the way. I don't know if the third map was the friends we made along the way, but I do know that Prod just sat down Frame. Misses the ult though. A lot of damage off of it. Maybe 5. Oh, sees a gun in the corner. Prod's able to pick up that kill. And no trade coming out from them. My kill number was on. So true, Snow. So true. Mint just looking for something. They can find at least one here in mid. Could make it a lot easier to find either of these spaces, but first, they've got to take that kill. Spotted head. Hayden getting taken down. Gonna force his ult. Tries to pick it up. Oh, and my game is broke. There you go. And Hayden finds it for Prod to clean it up. The white name is hurting your eyes? Here, I got you.
You're up. Stay safe. We're Going back in.
Give me 1 second. There. I know you were a 6 month. I remember you, Fire Spirit. OG was... I mean, did he play? I don't think he ever played. OG is players. You're on slow? Oh. I think you were just a fanboy, I'm not gonna lie. Season 4 slow. Okay, to be fair, okay, alright. No, that's Alex. Yeah, but Alex is a fanboy for every team. That man's been riding Zonk since Zonk existed. To be fair, Season 4 was what? September of 2024? No, not September. March 20? I don't remember. It's been forever.
Player standing.
Oh, man. Man, you can't walk into that. Okay, and I've subbed for Zonk. Does that make me a Zonk player? No. August 2024? Okay. I think it started in, like, March. Point being, it's been at least a year, so. No help. Yeah, Frog's got double the kills for the next person. But, I mean, they found 2 rounds off of it. 10-9 now. I mean, they were down 10-7. It seems like Nerd doesn't let it get too far away. Get Hayden some help? Hayden's got help. He's got Wolf. Wolf's been cooking. Hit that man on their stove. G-Dragon in the back corner of sight, absolutely cooking as well, just holding it down.
Spike down A.
It's now up to Mint. He's just waiting. Drone's coming out. He's not gonna spot anyone. Crystal's looking for this kill. Expects a player to be coming flank. Sets up for it. Not gonna get spotted though. The greatest anchor ever? I'm trying to think. Who's been... Okay, Mint. Okay, Mint. Alright, alright. I didn't know you were like that. So needs a timeout. Damn, that's crazy. Huh. That's wild. Anyways, slow timeout. Echo Heli. Are you in voice? I gotta check. Make sure you're not in voice with them. There's no way you just full soul read that. Okay, I need you to understand, Echo. I read that, and on my out of my left eye, I literally saw the timeout thing pop up as you said that. They need a timeout. Soul read? Yeah, it's a soul read. You coached? Yeah, but you still soul read them. See, if they run it down again, they probably will. Honestly. Where's the Wecco Heli coaching? What happened to that? What happened to that? I thought you were coaching for them as like a temp.
Dab a drop.
Why are we not just playing ranked? Probably. I mean, they're running it down A now. You're in Mexico City? Oh, okay, that's fair. They don't need you? Yeah, that's fair. I can't say that they did. Ooh, almost finds Prod, but he's gonna be able to get away. Crystal's just gonna swing, finds the first one, looking for a second, but no, it's gonna be Wolf to find that kill. Push him off. Nerd with, Cue Ball with 1 off of this Outlaw. Shifts to another position.
Spike down
They've
A.
gotten torn apart so far. So, had a great play, but unfortunately, a lot of these guns have just been anti-eco. Way of Frog Ferger as well being anti-eco. That man is the definition of anti-eco. Wolf and Hayden win these? Well, Wolf and Hayden, first off, got to kill Frogfurger, and unfortunately for them, you can't do that. You can't kill my Goatgurger. There's a reason we call him a goat.
They're usually distracted once I reveal them. Make sure to take advantage.
Frog.gif. I still think the clip of Frog walking past two players and then just getting shot in the back to this day is my favorite clip of him. Fake ramps? Or just really take ramps and kill Frog because he does the same thing every round. Oh wow, look at that. Who would have guessed? They're gonna get pushed off. Foy has reconnected. Foy has overslept.mp4. The only person in Underpeel history to get their own rule. Frogburger hears a lot of noise over on B side. He's gonna be looking for one. So that's 3 players looking for something. Doesn't see anything though. And Cue Ball with the ult. Frog to excuse me, walk through this. Finds the first one. Swings for a second, but doesn't expect Hayden. Drop down finds 1, drop down finds 2, drop down finds 3! And Hayden with the kills to find SLO their 11th round. Matched up here. Last time we were at 11-11, it went the way of SLO. 2 more rounds is the difference between a nerd win or a SLO win. Or OT. Are we going to see a sloat? Sloty? Is it sloty or sloat? Or slot? I think it's sloty. I kind of prefer that one. T-Dragon once again. Slotus? That's the map. But Slotus isn't even in the pool. It got banned first. Another satchel up coming out from frame data. Another kill onto Prod. They try to fix it. And the pixel of space that he has slows it. Yeah. You don't want to slows it, because if SLO loses this map, we're going to sunset. SLO won map 1. Stop holding ramp when they have a breach? No. That would make too much sense. What we should do is hard swing mid and kill Wolf here. See? There you go. That's the start of it. Frogfurger. Somehow getting able to get away. Finds a lot of information. He now expects a player to push into him. Hayden expects it though. Finds that kill. T-Ball's able to pick up 1. And they're separated right now. This could be the perfect timing. Ultra potentially looking to go to the smoke as the plant goes down. And the Ultra sitting up on rafters. Missing the flash. Finds the first one. Looking for a second one. Finds it. One more holding himself away from winning this round. And Hayden's going to hunt it down. 12-11 now. Match point for the side of SLO. And that's the round that they needed to really put the nail in the coffin. What if... Oh, Nerd Bandit? No. Nerd Band, Lotus. Here, I can throw it up on screen. Give me 1 second. That was the map bans, for anyone curious. Take a good look till the round starts. Oh, now we drop him. Eden. Waiting for something. Don't worry. We're going to see it for the 5th time. Prod's going to die again. I mean, at this point, Prod is just an ult orb. Walks straight through, misses 1. Misses the ult. I'm sorry, Crystal able to walk straight through. Almost finds it, but it's going to be frame data to get that kill. Hayden hunting for more of these.
One enemy remaining.
And the only thing keeping them in this game so far is Frogfurger. 1v4. We've seen him in this position before. There's only 3 players on site to deal with, but he doesn't have a lot of Stuff to work off of. Trying to push back up. Shot a little bit through the smoke. They're trying to force anything that they can, but there's not enough targets. There's not enough time, and there's too many guns in the side of SLO. As we look down the barrel of a SLO 2-0. And what a game to watch tonight. As an update, we just got told that Tots beat Croc 13-10. So, did I ever... Oh, is anyone streaming that game? I don't think anyone's streaming that game. Let me see. Who's in that game? I don't even know. Yeah, I don't see anyone streaming. Yeah, I never got a Twitch stream. So unfortunately, I don't think we have one. Crockpate's Tots best map. Wait, let me pull up the ban for that before we end this. Croc. Well, okay. Croc did, but here's the thing you got to remember, Trevor, is Baka's in tonight for what's it called? For Crack. Crack isn't here. And Crack is the reason that they play so well in Lotus. Literally what they do is they toss Crack on ISO and he runs it down and kills everyone. That's their entire playbook on Lotus. He's not here today. He's out this weekend. So, unfortunately, they don't have that playbook, but they still clearly know how to play Lotus. It is a good playbook. Like you can't run it wrong. Craig just murders everyone. I think that man, respect Legend Baka. Oh, 100%. Baka's my goat. Baka probably carried that game. I need to grab a. Actually, wait. I can grab a tracker for it right now. Let me see. I can pull it off of Dusty's. I don't remember Dusty's tag. Let me see who else was in that game. Bird's in that game. Bird 101. Let's see. See, basically the same value as Craig. Yeah, that's fair. Wait, 31? 34? Oh, 31. Damn. What happened in this game? Let's see. Lotus. I'm sorry, Redvin went 9-17. That's insane. Wow. Tots are just good. Yeah. I mean, the weak link is supposed to. Yeah, 9-17. Here, let me just post this. Here, I'm just gonna post this tracker. Share tracker. Wait, hit share. Hit copy. For anyone curious, that's the tracker for the Lotus game for Tots. That's a rough one. Yeah, it was just Baka and friends. Which usually it's Craig and friends, so I guess it like worked out. I mean, the other team it's literally just the same thing. The only difference is they won more rounds. That's it. I don't know. Yeah, it's just Baka versus Sock. There's nothing else happening in that game. The closest person to him is 16 kills. That's crazy. Everyone else could just pack it up and go to bed. Legit, just the FL. Yeah, it is. I saw that when I was looking into him. Heartfly is the only one I don't recognize. But this was no, it wasn't the All-Star team. They played Yuki 5 and Limit played on Night Force or whatever their name was. So a lot of them played together. I remember because I casted that game, that grand finals game. Yeah. They were all on that same team, or they were in the same game at the very least. 4 of those players were in the same game. Sock was in that game as well, but I don't think he was on the same team. The only one, like I said, the only one I don't recognize is Heartfly, but the rest of them, all 4 of them were in the grand finals last season? I don't know, for FLV. A season or 2 ago. I don't remember. I don't think that was the full team. No, it wasn't the full team, but they were in the game for it. I don't know. I don't know the rosters. I don't keep track of that league, so I have no clue who's actually on the roster. But anyway, yeah. I know you were observing because I was watching you. Yes, you were observing because we were watching. Because you remember I had to reduce that match, Alex. It was super scuffed. But anyway, that was Croc, not Croc. Croc is playing. What you were just talking about. That was Nerd versus SLO. 2-0 going the way of SLO. 13-11, 13-11. So real close game. Real great watch. We will see Nerd tomorrow, which I don't know who's playing tomorrow because it's Mother's Day, so I don't even know if there's gonna be a stream. But currently scheduled for tomorrow is Nerd versus oh god, what is it? Nerd versus whoever loses between Tot and Crocs. We did. So I don't know. It entirely depends because what I've seen so far is Grand v Zonk is getting rescheduled for what, Thursday? I don't think it's like that tentatively. So here, I'm trying to pull up the 6 champs. I'm trying to pull up the bracket. I've opened it once. I wanna talk about this before we leave. I've opened the sheet. Where is it? Give me a second. Hey, do you know the command? Is Zonk still super scary? All right, I'm gonna be a hater real quick. I think Zonk's fell off. I'm gonna be a. Oh, thank you. It's bracket. I thought that's what it was. That's crazy. Yeah. Okay. So the other game today was SLR versus Ent, which. Oh wait, was that today? No, that's next week. Never mind. That's next week. So yeah, next week is going to be SLR versus Int and SLO versus whoever wins between Croc and Tots on that Sunday. So they currently get the rest of the weekend off. They only had to play on either Friday or Saturday, or Friday for SLR and Int, which Indy didn't even have to play because where you got forfeited. So Int has gotten a full break, and then we're gonna have those games on the 18th between whoever wins between Tots and Croc and SLO. So they have until that Sunday to kind of take a break, and then the teams in the lower round. So currently, Grand versus Zonk and Nerd versus whoever loses, which I think is probably gonna end up being Croc. Dropping out start. Yeah, well, it happens. It is what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, they will play either tomorrow or sometime during the week. And then technically they don't have to play until much later because their next match isn't until not next weekend but the weekend after it. So they've got a little bit of time to get that game out at the very least. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure if there will end up being a stream tomorrow. It entirely just depends on whether or not we have a game to play. I don't even know if they're gonna be playing tomorrow. So we'll end up seeing that. But that was a great game, honestly. Really great game coming out from both teams. Really love seeing them. But that was the end of stream for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for showing out and coming to watch us watch SLO versus Nerd. Congratulations to SLO on the victory. And, well, I hope every single one of you has a great night. And happy Mother's Day tomorrow. Make sure to give your mother some love. Goodbye. Have a great night. bye.